Hey there, Johns Creek. Cleve Gaddis, Johns Creek resident, 21 years in the city of Johns Creek, and I'm here with a good friend of mine and who I hope is the next mayor of the city of Johns Creek, Brian Weaver.
Hello, thank you for inviting me.
Man, I'm so happy to have you here. You're in the studio where we do our radio show every Saturday morning. Welcome. We'll have to have you come back and be on the radio show.
Thank you.
I'd love that. So let's talk a little bit about the new stormwater initiative in the city of Johns Creek. I know, if I remember correctly, that it was something that was passed before you resigned from city council because you were trying to save money for the taxpayers in the city of Johns Creek as you're running for mayor. But talk about the initiative. How is it going to work? It's designed to bring our stormwater system up to 2021 standards instead of 1995 standards. So talk to me about the program and then what your average resident or business owner could expect or should expect.
Well, by now, everyone should have received a letter in the mail from the city of Johns Creek.
Yeah, I think I got mine in the last week or so, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Just explaining to you basically Stormwater 101.
Okay.
It's about educating everybody what stormwater is all about. A lot of people don't know. I didn't even know. For the last year and a half, we talked about it on city council. But we made sure we passed the ordinance to make sure we can put our money where our mouth is by making sure we started. We hired 3 individuals who are doing nothing but stormwater inspections. We also bought 3 vehicles, so they have transportation to ride around to inspect all of the stormwater detention and retention ponds.
Yep, to identify areas that need work. And then I would assume the city will have an initiative to get out and actually do that work.
Right. They'll come up with a priority list.
Yep.
Like I tell people all the time, I mean, it's just like you driving your car around for 15 years, you don't get it serviced, your light come on, then you got to take it in.
That's exactly
And once you take it in, they give you a priority list that this needs to be fixed right away. This can wait.
Yep.
So that's kind of where we are now.
Doing. Yep.
We're waiting to get that list and a report back from our stormwater utility unit.
Yep, and then you'll make some repairs. And my last comment here is that, we think, the water goes down the manhole on the side of the street, and it's not our problem anymore. Out of sight, out of mind. The reality is that water goes somewhere.
Right.
And it causes issues somewhere in the city of Johns Creek before it leaves the city of Johns Creek. And it's something that we need to, as citizens, be willing to do our share to solve that problem.
Yes, everybody will participate in the program.
Okay.
Churches, schools,
every piece of property,
businesses, every piece of property, and you would get a fee.
Yep.
About the stormwater utility fee.
Yep.
Based on the amount of property you have.
And I think I looked at my fee, maybe $8 a month or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's not a whole lot. And to pay my fair share, I'm okay with that.
Right, because for 15 years, Cleves, we did nothing. And I said we did nothing. I mean the city of Johns Creek did nothing. Before Johns Creek became a city, Fulton County was taking care of it. So now Johns Creek is stepping up to the plate to make sure we pay for it.
Yep.
We put our money where our mouths are, and we make sure we do something for the infrastructure to make sure we take care of stormwater, to address those concerns.
Yep, love it. And I would assume there's some benefits in terms of preserving the environment. If I'm correct, talk to me about that.
That's what it's all about, Cleve, because individual homeowners, along with subdivisions, can put things in place to make sure that they're helping with the stormwater process, and making sure our people's backyards are not washing away, to make sure our environment is preserved. All those things we call credits.
Yep.
It's up maybe 20 or more credits that you can put in place.
Yep.
That you will have an inspector come out to your place, your house, your residence, to make sure you have something in place called credits, and you get points for that.
Wow.
And you can get a credit for that up to maybe 40, 50%, depending on how much work you do, what you have to put in place, and how much property you have.
Wow, interesting. And so we can all feel good about playing our part in preserving the environment, which, by the way, that's good for everybody, right?
Absolutely. We all in this together.
Awesome.
So if we don't preserve it together, then we all fail.
Absolutely.
So let's make sure we do the right thing. Everybody get on board. Read your letters. If you don't understand your letter, call the city. They'll make sure that you understand. They'll send an inspection out to your property to make sure you do what you need to do in order to get some credits for that, to make sure that we're taking care of our stormwater the way we're supposed to.
Perfect. Let's close with this. If somebody wants to get involved in your campaign or ask you questions directly, how do they do that?
If they want to get involved in that campaign, all they have to do is go to our website, which is weaverforjohnscreek.com.
Yep.
That's the website.
Weaverforjohnscreek.com.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Can they email you?
They can email me at brianweaver4, that's 4, F-O-R, JC at gmail.com.
Perfect. And then you got a phone number.
Got a campaign phone number, Cleve. That number is 404-913-8255. 3252.
Perfect. In closing, I just want to remind everybody, the election is on what date?
November the 2nd.
November the 2nd. It's a Tuesday. You'll be able to have early voting. You'll be able to have absentee balloting. Make sure you are set up to vote. And when you get to that City of Johns Creek mayor, just go ahead and click that Brian Weaver box.
There you go. And if you need to register to vote, you can register on our website. We do have a link that you can register on our website.
Perfect. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Brian, for joining. And
Thanks
thank
for
you
having
to
me.
everybody who listened to the podcast or the video. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me, Cleve.